What word comes to mind when you hear the name Jake Paul?
This fight could be moments, or at least a minute or two away from ending. Yep. We may be seeing the end of an era.
I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be world champion.
Toney becomes only the second man to stop.
When did you feel that, you know what, this is what I'm meant to do?
Another left from Toney. Another left hook. That's it. And he goes out punching in the 12th round.
Boxing is a one-man sport.
From Toney. He's down. Just the second time in his career. He is out. He is hurt.
I am one of the greatest fighters of all time, period.
Today's show is sponsored by the law offices of Armand Gregorian. If you're injured in a car accident and need proper guidance and representation, reach out to the law offices of Armand Gregorian, 1-818-404-0333. Also, today's show is brought to you by The Cabinet Spot. If you're remodeling your house and you need custom cabinetry or prefab cabinets, reach out to The Cabinet Spot. Tell Vic we sent you at 1-888-495-0210. The Cabinet Spot. Lastly, the Glen Arden Club. If you're interested in networking, cigars, scotch, and a great environment, reach out to us. We'll connect you to the boys at the Glen Arden, and you'll become a member here. Smoke with the WiseNuts, smoke with a great network, and build your network. Happy Monday, everybody.
TGIM.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We want to thank Mr. James Lights Out Toney for taking that time out of his Monday to be with us, man.
Hey, man, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you very much.
We appreciate you coming out here, man. What do you think of the place?
Man, this place is incredible. I love it. It's very, very inviting.
Nice. You like the vibe?
Oh, I love the vibe. The vibe is, man, it's kicking.
Because if we were sitting down off the air and you were chilling on one of those couches, and it was just kind of like, if you felt like at home, right?
I mean, I was cool. I was just chilling. You go sleep, man. It's good, man. I love it. Thank you, man.
Of course, man. Well,
for
for those of you who've been living under a rock and don't know who James Toney is, you are a champion in multiple weight divisions.
Yes, sir.
And
divisions.
The first question that I would love to ask is this. Did you ever envision yourself fighting in multiple weight classes, especially coming from a smaller weight class and working your way up, beating everybody's ass?
Yeah, definitely. Because at first, I played football. Football is my first love. I love football. Football is it's like to this day, football is still my first love.
Mm.
And after things went bad for me in high school, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I had all kinds of scholarship offers, but I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do in class. So I fell back on boxing, and then I said, I'm going to turn pro. And they said, if you're going to turn pro, you got to lose weight. I said, you got to lose weight. I said, how much weight? They said, keep going until we say to stop. Once I got down to 157, I said, I can't do this no more. I'm staying right here. I ain't lose no more weight. And once I started doing that, everything just came to me. Don't get me wrong, I had amateur fights because on my off season, when I wasn't playing football, I was boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So everything came natural to me.
So 157, that's what you dropped down to.
I turned
From what weight?
I turned from 205.
So that's almost 50 pounds.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you a question. Were you walking around at 157, or was the weight cut at 157?
No, I weight cut to 157.
So what were you fighting at? When you first started?
When I first started, my first profile was at 157.
All right. Because the only reason why I ask is because obviously in modern day boxing today, and I'm sure during your time as well, especially in like the late 80s, early 90s, weight cutting became a thing where a lot of these fighters would be walking around at, call it 185 pounds,
Yeah, but see,
cut down to 30 pounds to
I
155.
feel you. I've been through all that. I've been through all that because that's why I fought. Well, yeah, when I was in my career, I fought twice a month. You check my record. I'm not sitting here lying to you. It's a true story. Everything I'm telling you is a true story. I fought twice a month. I fought in turned pro October 26th, 1988. I fought again December 3rd, 1988. It's 2 fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
In 88. 89 came around. I fought 14 times. 1990, I fought 13 times. And then 1991, I fought in January. I fought Murray Sosa in January. A title eliminator, excuse me. Then I fought March 15th. Then I fought Michael Lennon May 10th for the world title in 91.
And this is all in a 3-year span.
Yeah, I became fast.
In 3 years, you became a world champion.
I'm the youngest middleweight champion at the time. So I probably still am the youngest middleweight champion.
Because I'm just trying to wrap my head around how you're getting that many fights in and how the commission was allowing that to happen.
I fought ridiculously a lot. I wanted to fight. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be world champion. If I couldn't be world champion in football, I'm be world champion in boxing, regardless. And right there with boxing is a one man sport.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no help in there. Football, you do get help. Boxing, you don't.
You're in there alone.
Yes, sir.
When did you feel that, you know what, this is what I'm meant to do, boxing?
After I had my first pro fight, when the dude hit me, I went crazy. I said, after the fight, I told my man Greg Owens, God bless his soul, that he pushed me into this. He said, "We'll be champion. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep doing what you're doing. You'll be a champion of the world." I said, "You know what? You're right. We're gonna do this." And then, as I kept going up the ladder, he made sure to have the right people in place for me to get me to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? As far as training, as far as getting your mind right, eating the right foods, staying in shape.
Yeah. Because in the 90s, it was predominantly dominated by the heavyweight division.
And Mike Tyson ran everything.
Yeah.
It was all Mike Tyson, but I said, yeah, Mike Tyson, you say heavyweight, you come down the middleweight, that's your ass. That's mine. Everything lightweight division belonged to me.
Yeah. That's what there was a big shadow over the rest of the divisions because of that.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people didn't understand was there was so much talent in the lower divisions as well.
Yeah, definitely. In my division alone, we had Reggie Johnson. He is the more contender. With Murray Sosa, we had Michael Nunn. We had Joe Kazaki. Everybody, man, it was crazy. It was wild. But you know what? I was a king. I was able to fight anybody, everybody, wherever, wherever.
Yeah. And you had a very interesting fighting style because when you looked at old clips of James Toney fighting, you were a very defensive counter fighter. And like Pernell Whitaker was as well.
Mm.
And one of the things I noticed was rewatching your fights. And I don't know if Floyd Mayweather took that style from you.
Everybody knows Floyd Mayweather a bit off me because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When I was training in Vegas, Floyd came into the gym, Tubman Gym. Well, that's why I was training at. He'll ask me how to do things, such and such. And years later, he don't remember that, but it's cool because everybody know I do it the right way anyway. Floyd do it like he's scared. I stay in the pocket. He go out the pocket. I'm trying to fuck you up, excuse me. I'm trying to break your damn face. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's how I fight.
Yeah, because it looks very, very similar to what Floyd is in your case,
Floyd,
mimicking.
Floyd, he did a good job. I can't lie. He did a great job. But you know what? If you want to know how to fight for real, you look at me, because you know I learned from my trainer, Bill Miller, who trained the great Eddie Childs. He trained Archie Moore. He trained Thomas Hearns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he trained a little bit the greatest of all time. Now Ali, I know Ali, everybody love Ali, but Ali ain't the greatest fighter of all time. Ali, when his catch is clean, he's great.
Yes.
Ali is trash. But the greatest fighter of all time is Sugar Ray Robinson. That's my idol. That man, that guy was beautiful. He fought beautiful, dog.
Yeah.
If you compare Ali wanted to be him. That was Ali's idol. Ali tried to fight him. He tried. He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So look, my trainer, Bill Miller, was the best trainer ever.
So is he the one that taught you that kind
Everything,
of counter fighting, shoulder up?
Shoulder roll, all that. He told me how to fight inside, how to fight outside, how to outbox a boxer, how you cut him off. I did all that. And look, I'm sorry, I did better than all the people before me. Because I was more aggressive. I was an aggressive shoulder roll guy. I'm trying to knock your head off. I ain't trying to look at me. I'm good.
And that's the one thing that you notice the difference between you and what Mayweather would do is your counter punching wasn't just one shot. It was multiple shots coming back at you. And I guess tell us a little bit about the nickname Lights Out. When did the Lights Out name come out?
Oh, Lights Out came, okay. Great Owens is a great guy. God bless him, said. But one day we left the gym one day, and after I had to turn pro, and we was like, we gotta find your nickname. I said, I got a few. Y'all gonna laugh when I tell you this shit. I can't believe I said this. But I said, how about Ice-T? He said, hell no. You ain't no drink. and then this is one that really got me on. He like, I said, how about Too Sweet? He said, are you kidding me? Are you gay?
Too sweet.
And so I'm like, then he said, I got one for you. I said, what is it? He said, Lights Out. I said, you kidding me? Man, what the hell? He out your damn mind. And he said, man, try it better than Too Sweet. And better than bullshit, iced tea and shit like that. You Lights Out. I said, okay, all right. So what it is. So then after I was fighting, everybody was just yell, Lights Out, Lights Out, Lights Out. It stuck. Fans was coming, knocking everybody out, putting lights out. So it is what it is. It's stuck, and after 2 or 3 fights, I used to it. I like it. And here it is. Today, now everybody's trying to use it. Sean Murray and punk ass trying to use it. ESPN reported which is great. They be using it for info on football Sundays and everything. I love it when somebody hit. Oh, he had Lights Out. Oh, I know. Thank you very much. I did that.
You're not able to trademark that, huh? Lights Out.
Yeah, I thought I had a trademark, but we didn't get a trademark in time. But it is what it is.
Because every time they mention it, you should get a royalty.
You right about that. Hey, it is what it is. But everybody know who the only one Lights Out. That's me. I've been Lights Out for 35 years.
Yeah.
So Sean Merriman, punk ass football player. Man, come on, dog.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, a lot of people don't understand when you talk about Lights Out, the first thing that comes to head is James Toney.
Yeah.
Because of your fighting style and all the people you knocked out.
Mm.
What people don't understand is when James Toney got into the ring, I mean, you were praying not to get your head knocked off.
Yeah.
And when you get knocked out, listen, for those of you who haven't boxed or even gotten punched in the face, when you get punched in the face and the lights go out, it's not that your head shuts off. your legs give out.
Your whole body is shutting down.
Yeah,
Trust me.
your whole body just completely shuts off.
Mm,
And when you try to stand up, you're basically just standing on jello at that point. Your
exactly.
equilibrium's off, and you're just trying to understand where you're at.
You speaking from experience or what?
No, I'm not speaking from experience. Listen, I mean, here's the thing. I've been punched in the face.
He's seen the artwork.
I've been punched in the face. It hurts. Have I been knocked out? No. Do I ever want to be knocked out?
No.
Absolutely not. But when you go to a boxing match or an MMA fight and you see that punch connect right where it's supposed to,
I love it.
you can't understand.
Why don't we
that person's
can
going
we
through.
demonstrate it on him?
If you want me to.
But just you got to make sure you take the ring off.
Oh.
I want him to hit me with his weaker hand.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the problem. I have no weak hand.
So what? Because you always hear it. Oh, he's got a soft chin, or glass chin, and then you hear, oh, this guy's got natural power. So, do you think the power comes from training, specific type of training, or did you have that natural power to be able to knock somebody out?
For me, I think I was born with it, but I was taught how to use it the right way. You know what I'm saying? How to turn your hips. Everybody think you see a big guy moving like this. He's strong. He's powerful, right? But you put the same big guy in the ring with a guy like him, for instance. If he know how to throw his hips right,
Gonna knock him down.
night.
Mm.
Lights out for big guy. I look like this. I'm blessed to be born to how I was born. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong. I'm very, 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 very confident in my abilities that God gave me. And so I will challenge anybody, anytime, anywhere.
So then you do have to have the natural strength, but it's also technique.
Technique is technique.
At the end of the day, too.
And who teaches you? All the old school guard is gone. They all passed away. These new guys, they don't know what they're doing. They do not have no idea what they're doing. They think they do, but they don't.
What's the difference between the old school and new school?
The old school is the guys, they came up in the game of boxing, of learning how to punch, how to deliver a punch, how to throw a punch, your power and your technique. These guys, they see on TV and they think they can do it. They can't. I obviously the only trainer around today was my trainer. Still around, Freddie Roach is a great trainer right now in boxing. Him, you got Bud McGirt, also another great trainer. And after that, it's a wrap.
Do you still train with Freddie Roach?
No, we still great friends.
Yeah.
We're great friends and everything, but you know what? He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
God bless him. James Bud McGirt, great fighter. And then my uncle, Eric Brown, he's a great trainer. But nobody gives him an opportunity to train big fighter. But he's an old school fighter. He's an old school cat who knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, let's go back in time a little bit. What would a typical training session go about with James and his crew back in the
90s?
Back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s, I get up at 6 in the morning, run 8 miles, come back, go straight to the gym, weight training session, about an hour and a half. I love the weights. I've always loved the weights. And then come back home, eat my breakfast around 11 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock, time to rumble. Time to get in. I start off with about 6 rounds. Then straight to boxing, war zone.
Sparring.
15, 20 rounds, 5-minute rounds.
You shitting me, bro.
No, I swear. Ask anybody who know me, they'll tell you the same stuff.
Because boxing is typically 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
But you were doing 5-minute rounds.
5-minute rounds for everybody was doing this MMA bullshit.
Wow.
And then after done with that, I hit the mitts for like 5 rounds, punch mitts. Focus pads, 5 rounds. And when I get done with that, jump ropes, 30 minutes straight, speed bag, 15 minutes straight. Wrap it up for the day, for that part of the day. Go home, rest for a couple hours. 7 o'clock at night time, back to the gym for more weights. Lay on lower body weights.
Because I know when you would there was videos of you doing sparring sessions.
Mm?
I didn't know you were doing 5-minute rounds. I thought
Yeah.
you were doing 2 to 3 minute rounds.
No.
But I don't know if you've seen this video, or Joe, if you've seen the video. It's insane. Like, it's James is in the ring, he's sparring with the guy, and you're talking to him. Boom, 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 boom. Your mother, this,
Yeah.
like everything you could even imagine. This guy's throwing at him, and then rounds over, a fresh guy comes in. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Rounds over, a fresh guy comes in.
We kept 5 guys.
But I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine that being 5 minutes around.
Yeah.
I thought those were like 2-minute rounds. 2-minute rounds.
Nope, 5-minute rounds. Everybody. I had to pay him a lot of money, but it was worth it. But I'm getting my work. I'm holding my craft. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better every day. The more I box, the more you box, the better you get every day.
And it's crazy because you're like, at the time, you're like just huffing and puffing, while you got a fresh guy coming in every round, every round.
And not only are you honing your craft, but you're also building your stamina, because at the end of the day, you can train, but once you're in the limelight, right? It's challenging. There's a lot of guys who are fantastic in the gym, but once they step into the ring, and there's cameras and lights, and
they freeze up.
So, but the fact that you also built your stamina to that level, that's one of the keys to boxing, because boxing typically is, it's 12 rounds, right? Would it ever go to 15, or it's typically 12, right?
It used to be 15, but they brought
it down, right? Yeah. And so it's after the 7th and 8th round when the guy that's trained on the stamina starts picking up, and your opponent is slowing down now.
I started getting going real good after 6th round. 6th round, I'm like, oh, he's tired. I got him now. He belongs to me. It was just a matter of time before I caught him.
So you were not only outworking him, you were reading him at the same time.
Yes.
Figuring out what he's doing, what his game plan is.
Everything. And see, that's the problem. We say if you have a fighter, example.
Yeah.
You say you're fighting such and such. First thing this kid will ask you, who is he? Where he at? Where he from? How much he weigh? I ain't give a fuck. Excuse me. I ain't care. I don't care how big you is, how fast you is, how hard you punch. It don't matter. At the end of the day, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna feel bad.
And you did this in multiple weight classes.
Yeah.
So what led you to actually go up in weight? Was it you basically stating that, all right, you know what? I don't want to do this weight cut bullshit no more?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
That's part of the reason, because once I won the middleweight championship, I made 6 title defenses in a year and a half. Never been done. Check it out. Look at my resume.
Yeah.
I made 6 title defenses in a year and a half. And then I had to move up. Because the weight cut was draining me. I fought boxing, won the Super Middleweight Championship at 168. And then I went and fought Lou DeValley for the WBO Light Heavyweight Championship. Knocked him out in the 4th round. We won the Light Heavyweight Championship. I made 5 title defenses there. I made 4 defenses in my Super Middleweight Championship. Fought lost to Roy Jones. And then I never lost the Light Heavyweight Championship, I wanted to move up and become heavyweight champion of the world. Once I became the heavyweight champion, I said, now it's time to go. I said, now it's time to get that big money, that real big money.
In the heavyweight division.
Yeah, and I started moving up. And then I won the IBO Cruiserweight Championship the same day the Bulls won their last NBA championship.
96, 97.
96. No, 97.
97, 98.
97, 98. And after I won the Cruiserweight Championship, which was my 4th division, my mom and my wife wasn't getting along. I had tired of all the bullshit, boxing stuff, and I retired. I left Michigan, came out to Florida first, And then my brother told me he in Vegas. I love Vegas. I said, I came to Vegas and fell in love with Vegas all night life. And I fought my life at 189. This is 1997. No, I'm sorry, 98. A whole year later. Now I'm 298. I'm back to a fat
298 pounds.
guy. I ain't back. I was upset. With my mom and my ex-wife was fighting and shit and stuff. It was just drove me crazy. And so I retired and had to get with that scene. Get with that anger. You know what I'm saying? And I gained 100 pounds in 1 year.
How long did it take you to cut weight back down?
And then when I came back to my current wife, my current beautiful wife, or my kids I have now, she said, we gotta wait to the gym. I said, nah, son, nah. We have to wait to the gym. She said, why? I said, why? She said, you stopped breathing last night. I said, bullshit here now. She said, no, you stopped for a minute. And then I said, wow, are you serious? And she said, we'll get back into the gym. So we went to the gym. It hurt like the first day back in the gym was not the boxing gym, the gymnasium, the real gym.
Yeah.
And I tried to run, shit hurt. That hurt. Hurt my legs, hurt my chest, everything, right? And then she kept on just willing me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love her so much to death, because she's my true queen. She stood behind me 100%.
She saved your life, bro.
Yeah, she saved my damn life.
You had severe sleep apnea.
Yep, that's exactly. Yep, that's
So
what I mean.
you weren't. For those of you that don't know what sleep apnea is, what it is when you're asleep, whether it's on your back, on your side, doesn't matter where it is, you begin to snore, and then you stop breathing. And long-term wise, it's very, very dangerous. It causes heart disease, causes stroke. I mean, blood pressure, all that stuff, all these factors. And a lot of people don't understand they have sleep apnea until they actually go visit a doctor or their significant other, which is in your case, tells them about it. You know, sleep apnea does come with a lot of overweight people have it. So when you're heavier in weight and you're on your back, could you imagine you're laying back and you're just like, you can't breathe. So it's very, very dangerous.
That's what happened to me. And she said, no, we are at the gym. And then once I got back at the gym, like after a month, I started feeling it again. I was feeling re-energized. And all because my wife said, get back into the gym.
Yeah.
And man, once I got back in the gym, I started feeling myself again. Instead of just shout boxing. And I was going crazy, man. I was like, oh man, I still got it. We can go ahead and do our thing now. And then we coming back.
What year was this again, James?
This was 97. 1997, everything started.
So you're at that point 29.
Yeah. And then I was 29 and a fat ass mother scratcher. And so after I got the weight down, my first fight back was in March 25th of 99, I think. I fought anyway, it come to me. I fought in it was in Oregon, I think. Oregon.
March 99?
Yep.
I'll look it up right now. So July, March 99, Terry Porter.
Yep, Terry Porter. I fought Terry Porter. I knocked him out. I forgot what round was, but after I got the
8th round, 2 minutes in.
After I got the night out, I'm back. It's time to go. I want more rematch back with Roy Jones. But I know I have to work to it. But then at the same time, there's a young guy come from Russia, but they were Durov, and they was touting him. He had just won the Cruiserweight Championship. I said, yeah, I'll fight him first. No problem. In 2 years, we got him.
Now, speaking of Roy Jones, that's probably one of the most talked about fights you've been in, right?
Yeah, I talked about the wrong way. Because I should anywhere in hell that night. Roy Jones should have been. Don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. I can't take it over from Roy's a great fighter, fast than ever fought. But you know what? If I would have been right that night, he would have never went 4 rounds with me, never. But hey, that was then. This is now. I can't turn back time. I wish I could, but I would. Okay, but I don't blame no one but myself because I did the stuff that a fighter should not do. That's neglect your training obligation. I ain't trained. I ain't do the right thing. I wasn't eating right, but and I paid the ultimate choice. I paid the ultimate thing,
Price.
price for it, and I lost my HBO contract, and
James, did you think you were untouchable? Maybe
oh, definitely.
because you were undefeated.
Oh, definitely. I've been there. I'm fighting. I'm fighting other champions. I'm fighting, beating other champions who want to fight me. I'm doing everything I want to do.
So you were at that point where you're like, "This is light work. I'm gonna walk through Roy Jones."
Yep. That's exactly what I thought. And because, like I said, after for Prince Charles Williams, I had given them 30 days, enough time, more than enough time to get the fight scheduled and ready. And they give me the time to get ready. But I gave them the deal of August 24th. August 24th came and gone, which is my birthday. Things didn't happen right. And I went with me and my squad went on vacation. I went like 4 islands in a month. And then September 25th, Jay called me. I said, Jay, I told you I wasn't fighting. I'm done for the year. And then she dropped the magic word, $9 million. When she told me that, I said, I'll be home tomorrow.
Right
And
away.
I told everybody, I said, everybody, that shit we leaving. It's time to go. What's wrong? I said, I gotta fight. My brother was like, oh man, we should do this. Ain't no time. I said, man, I got this. Don't worry about it. He kept telling me. My brother, Jimmy, and my body got big dude like, no, man, it's not enough time, man. It's not enough time. We'll make it work. As soon as I got back to Detroit, Metro Airport, we drove home, and I started working out.
So this is in August or September.
This was in September.
So September.
The fight is November 18th.
It's on my birthday. I remember '94.
Yeah.
So
Happy birthday, man.
thank you, man. Thank you, brother. So you got a 60-day camp, basically 2 months of camp
To lose 45 pounds.
for an IBF championship, for
IBF super
middleweight championship against a very dangerous Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
So you were mentally, where were you at, James? Were you at like the point where you're like, "Fuck it, I got this, man. I'm gonna win this fight"?
When I first got started training, it was cool. But the last 10 pounds was a motherfucker. I had my mind playing tricks on me, seriously. Man, I made the weight, but they held me. If you look at the fight, because win, they held me putting scale. I was
Really?
so then I made the weight 167 once again. But then what happened was usually after my fights, I get we call it injections,
Yeah.
IVs, by Dr. Roy, but he wasn't in town. He was on vacation, so we had another doctor, and the doctor we had to replace him, he overflowed me.
Oh, so he put
Add too much
water.
IC in me. And so I walk around, I felt sluggish. I heard the water, you know what I'm saying? Too much water in me. I said, oh shit. I said, I really fucked with this time. That's what I was thinking. I really fucked with this time real bad. And then I said, no, he didn't do shit to me. Well, I didn't do what I gotta do. And I did. But I didn't do James Toney. I did the imposter James Toney. He wasn't doing. He was scared to death. He was running. He was running like crazy. He would tap and move.
Because
And then the call, and then the so-called knockdown they call. If you look at the fight again, he stepped on my foot.
yeah,
That's it.
see, when you go back and watch that fight, it wasn't a typical James Toney fight where you did a lot of counter punching.
I couldn't do nothing, girl.
You were running after him more than you were doing the traditional kind of counter punching.
Hog him down. Side movement.
So
side
what was your
movement.
game plan when you went in there to fight Roy Jones?
I told Bill Miller, I said, Bill, I ain't got a thing, but you know what? He won't do shit to me. So I'm saying I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
So you were going in there headhunting.
Yes. Yeah, it showed. I wasn't doing the typical James Harden head, body, head, all. I wasn't cutting the ring off. I was too busy trying to catch him.
Do you think he played your game plan on you?
No.
Counter fighting?
No, it was just, I just wasn't in the shape that I should have been in. If I was 100% shape, great shape, he couldn't he couldn't do it to me. He can't outcome me. Can't nobody do it to this day. If I'm 100%, at my age, when I'm 52 years old, can't nobody outpunch me or outcome punch me. Period.
So is that the reason why you think Roy never gave you the rematch?
Okay, he knew he knew I had so many weight. He knew I had so many weight for Prince Charles. But you know what? I did it. But this time it was just different. I wasn't in the right mood, in the right shape that I should have been in, and I don't blame nobody but myself. I never blame nobody else. I should have did it, but I was too greedy. That's one thing. Too greedy. One thing.
What blows my mind is these promoters back in the day. I mean, you're looking at, imagine Roy Jones Jr. versus James Toney Part 2. You said you made $9 million on that fight, right? You guys would have made so much more money if there was a second fight and possibly a trilogy.
But see, I was trying to get a second fight, but at the high weight, Roy wasn't doing that. Cause he know what time it is.
Did he ever want to sit down and talk to you about it?
No, he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to think about it. He didn't want nothing. He won that fight. That's his call of glory.
One and done.
One done, but you know what? Just
So you were walking around at what 205 at the time, and you had to cut down to 167. What do you think Roy was walking around?
Probably 175.
That's it.
Yeah.
So he had to cut down 8-10 pounds max.
Yeah, natural for him. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm a natural big guy. He ain't as big as me. I'm always, well, I remember I came to high school, I was 205-pound defensive back quarterback. I had my eye on playing for Michigan as a defensive back, but my grades stopped me. You know what I'm saying? And I felt the SATs well. So I felt like my back sport was just boxing. I was blessed enough to have the skill and the ability I have today to be able to do that. And not too many people can do that. What I've done.
Most people don't have one choice of sports.
Right.
You had two to pick from. What position did you play football?
Defensive back and quarterback.
And quarterback.
Yeah,
wow.
I can throw the hell off the ball and I can crack hard.
So you also had good football IQ.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, most people obviously watching this aren't professional athletes, nor are Auden or I. I think Joe used to be at one point, but what's it like where, because it's easy to watch on TV and be like, okay, you just got to train for 8 weeks and what's the big deal? I mean, it's 8 weeks out of your life. But what's it like, the mindset? What does it take to compete at that level?
Well, for me, I loved it. I love being from home, training camp, nobody bothered me. You know what I'm saying? I had fun. And while I was in camp, I would have prank time, prank everybody, throw water everywhere, hit with water balloons, try to make everything be delightful, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm with my family, my mom, I'm with my little infant baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't care, but I'm in camp, I ain't want no power, I ain't want no deal with the outside world, but me who was in my camp. And my goal every day in camp was to destroy everyone who I spar. That's why I always started camp. I started camp with 6 sparring partners. I ended up with 2.
Because they all quit.
They all banged up, go home, and leave in the middle of the night.
But other than the let's say the camp before the fight, what are some of the challenges you face as a professional athlete, as far as distractions or
Females. You the best of the litter, you know what I'm saying? And but you just gotta stay hungry. Because if you don't stay hungry, there's somebody who's ready to take your place all the time.
so is it true that during that, especially right before fight time, whether it's training camp, you got to pretty much stay
I have no women around me. None.
no women around you?
The only 2 women around me were my mom and my manager, Jackie Callan.
That's it. Because you got to stay
Stay focused. Focused. And while I'm in camp, I'm focused on one thing. I'm focused on my spar partners. I'm putting my spar partners on my opponent for a fight. I'm trying to knock your head off.
You're thinking of just fucking your opponent,
Yes.
nothing else.
Yes, sir.
You know what they call those girls that go after like movie stars and athletes and stuff, right? They call them star f***ers.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
That's what they call them. They call them star f***ers.
So at that point, with all the fame and you being a world champion, I mean, women are throwing themselves at you.
Yeah, but you know what? At the time, I'm preparing for a fight. I don't care about none of that. I'm trying to hurt you. I'm trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the money. Look, well, y'all know, with all that money, your life is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, speaking of money, I want to talk about the pay discrepancies to promoters back in the day to promotions now. Today, you look at some of these fighters, and they're making a tremendous amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the value of the money that's diminished, or is it more of a boxers back in the day were just not looked upon as real professional athletes, and they were just, you know what, let's just give them a couple $1,000,000 and call it a day?
You can call it what you want to call it, but I call that bad management, bad people who didn't know what the hell they were doing in your corner. My people, I made sure I got mine. When you see how I made 9 million fighting Roy Jones at the time, I was the highest paid fighter in in 1994. I was the highest paid athlete.
Yeah.
Highest paid athlete.
Yeah.
You're talking about 94, where Michael Jordan was in the NBA, Magic Johnson was in the NBA.
And they're making 2 or 3 million a year. I'm making that. What they're making a year, I'm making one night. I'm making 2 or 3 million a fight. And then my father Roy Jones, I made 9 million. So, and then even my last half fights, I'm making 6 figures.
What was your total earnings throughout your life?
I have no idea. I've never really sit there add it up. My mom will tell you, and my wife will tell you.
But you have no idea.
I made a lot. I spent a lot.
Well, yeah, you gotta enjoy, what you've made at the end of the day.
Same.
You're not gonna sit on it and.
Well, I should. If it was my wife, I would have blew it all.
Your first wife.
My second wife and my mom. My mom, she's a money hungry. She don't spend shit. My wife, same way. I married somebody like my mom, which is a good thing.
Okay.
So neither one of them are big spenders.
Yeah.
That's good though. You're the big spender.
Damn straight. But you know what? I worked hard and I deserve to.
Well, of course, man. You're going in there and you're practically sacrificing your life, man.
Yeah.
Because look, at the end of the day, boxing is a dangerous sport. I mean, you're talking about not only that 12 rounds, forget the 12 rounds, but the sparring sessions, the training, all that stuff. Bro, you're talking about multiple shots to the head, to the body.
Multiple or thousands?
Well, my definition of multiple, maybe yours is that. I mean,
multiple is like a dozen, 20, but I mean, if you're
thousands upon thousands of shots at the head.
plus, it's different because you're wearing what are they?
Yeah.
Well, what's the weight?
I wore. So when I spy, because my hands are so bad, I spy with 20-ounce gloves on.
12?
20.
Oh, 20 ounce.
Everybody else spy with 14s and 16s. I don't care because regardless, I'm gonna get you regardless. I'm one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna bust your ass up.
But
Either
see-
way, I'm gonna put it away. My goal when you spar with me, my goal is to break some on your body. So let you know, don't try again.
But that's what causes the damage. No, it's because the gloves are heavier and more cushioned. So the constant pounding on the head is throughout time what causes damage versus, let's say, UFC gloves. They're light, right? They're what, 5 ounces?
Four to 6 ounces.
Okay. And so one punch could potentially knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need 200 punches and then a big one. It's just.
But the thing is, you gotta learn how to distribute that punch though. If you just want to throw punches today, you don't know nobody out. You know, everything, your power is in your hips.
In your hip. Yeah.
Look, the difference between the UFC and boxing is this, and this is the biggest difference. In boxing, you get clipped, you drop, you're concussed. I don't care what anybody says.
Mhm.
If your legs give out, you fall, and the referee begins to count, you're concussed. He gives you 10 seconds to stand up, make sure you're okay, and then he says fight again. So in essence, you're fighting somebody when you're mentally not really there. You don't know, you're not 100%. Whereas in the UFC, you get clipped, you fall, the guy finishes you, it's over. The fight's over. That's it, you're done. Then you go through the protocol, you go to the hospital, they check you for concussions and all that stuff. That's why in boxing, there's more brain injuries rather than in MMA. Now we haven't seen the long-term repercussions in MMA yet, because it's fairly a newer sport than it is in boxing. But you look at, for example, Muhammad Ali's, the Freddie Roaches who have Parkinson's, right?
But see, look, everybody keeps saying that's from boxing. That's not from boxing. Anybody can get Parkinson's.
But but James, let me ask you this: do you think that Parkinson's was sped up because of the boxing?
It could have been, but everybody keeps on saying it's not. That no, I've seen old people walk on the street with Parkinson's disease. They box? No, it happens.
Yeah, no,
It happens.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? You understand? So look, all that Parkinson's disease boxing, that's bullshit. You know, death is gonna happen, guys.
Yeah.
In the ring or outside the ring or in MMA. You just have to be prepared. But you do.
Yeah. Because the argument is that, again, you might call it a conspiracy theory, call it not factual. A lot of people said that Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, the Parkinson's came because of it. They said it was sped up. Eventually, he was going to get it. They said genetically or whatever it was, he had it in him. Now they said the boxing.
Somebody in his family might have it for him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, genetically, it can happen anybody. Not just it don't come from boxing or MMA. It can happen anytime. You can have it. He can have it. I can have it. My son can have it. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's open to debate. It's gonna be like that forever.
But with
Never gonna
Ali,
change.
there's also a lot of conspiracy theories behind why he got it. Because
I heard it. See, that's another thing. I heard about the Muslims because he became a Muslim and all that.
he got involved into a lot of politics, and supposedly that had something to
They
do with
drug
it.
demon and all
where,
that.
you know,
It is what it is.
Yeah, where he could have been, drug poison, however you want to look at it.
Look,
There's a lot of theories on that too.
In that case, the greatest fighter of all time is not Ali. I'm sorry. I don't know everybody think he's great, but he's not. The greatest fighter of all time is Sugar Ray Robinson.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah, Sugar, and it's proven. Even Ali, Ali's idol. He had 200 something fights. He has the most knockouts in boxing history today. You know what I'm saying? And he had all the fights. He ain't that from Parkinson's. He wouldn't.
No, he doesn't. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all don't know what. Look, I'm gonna give Ali. We got a whole bunch of Ali fans. I'm an Ali fan to myself, but he's not the greatest. I'm sorry, he is not the greatest fighter of all time. It's Ray Robinson and James Toney Jr. Period. Look, if you look at how we did the bad way. I ain't go around the ring and step on the rope and be a rope dope.
Yeah.
I ain't doing shit. I fought.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ray Robinson, we fought. Everybody, where's he from? My hometown, Detroit. We do it like nobody else can. Everybody wants to fight like it, but they can't. You got me, you got Tommy Hearns, Sherry Robinson, also, another great heavyweight fighter, Joe Louis.
Yes. Oh, he's from Detroit.
Yeah. Come on, dog. Stanley Kitchen.
Why does Detroit produce so many great fighters?
Because it's in our blood. It's in the system. It's in the water.
You got to fight to survive.
You got to fight to survive your ass every day. You know, hey, I love my city. Detroit is the best city in the world, period. Ann Arbor, Grand Rapids, man, I can't. Woo.
I got the chills. See, boxing at the end of the day, when you look at it, it really truly is an art.
Yeah.
The bobbing, the weaving, all that stuff. It's a beautiful sport. Unfortunately, nowadays, you look at a lot of the fighters.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Well,
bullshit. Y'all know, hold on. Jake Paul is the first one. I don't even put the brand up. Jake Paul, he sucks. He's garbage. He's destroying. He's single-handedly destroying the sport of boxing. Period.
Would you take him on?
He went. The dude won't even say my name. He know what time it is. I married Jake Paul a couple years ago before he got even big. He wouldn't talk to me. I ain't trying to talk to him, but he knew not to come on me because everybody know I ain't playing. I'm serious. I take my craft serious. I love boxing. Boxing my world.
When you say you ain't playing, it's because you think his fights are all
bullshit. I know. I seen
the outcome is predetermined.
Man, look, let me tell you something. I love Mike, but Mike know better than that shit. Mike disrespect the sport. Jake Paul disrespect the sport by doing what they did. Paying a man to knock him out. What kind of shit is that?
Did you watch the entire fight?
No, man.
Joe, do we have any clips of that fight?
No, I don't want to see that shit.
Why not, James? Let's take a look. Can we look at some highlights at least?
Look, I hate seeing Mike Tyson go out like that.
Look, the only reason why I say it is, Joe, did we have clips of it, by the way?
We do.
Sure, Joey. Can we show it, Joey? Joey, remember this? We get done, I'm gonna knock you out too.
Let's take a look real quickly.
Land a beautiful jab with right hand first, right there, and knock Mike off balance 2 times. And Mike was highly off balance right there. Paul looked down and come over with the overhand right. Wow. Right on Tyson's nose, good shot. A little bit lower, might have ended the fight, but that was a good shot. Looked like it hurt Mike a little bit. And then you see a left hook right there that was partially blocked by Mike's shoulder, but then when Mike landed a left hook on the neck. Hit him clean and hit him on the neck.
I'm a 54-year-old man. Many of my 50-something friends blew up my phone wondering if the old guy could do it for the rest of us. Unfortunately, reality had other ideas, and as much of a cliche as it is, it's because it's true.
Oh, wow.
And it ends at the final bell, and what a moment that has to be for Jake Paul.
Judge David Yacobucci sees the contest 80-72, while judges Lawrence Cole and Jesse Reyes see it 79-73, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake El Gallo Paul.
Well, it happened. Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson.
All right, thank you. Appreciate the bullshit, but you know what it is? The fight right there is everybody know is you saw the first round. Mike missed the uppercut, he get through, knocked that boy in the next month, but he didn't. It's bullshit. Jake Paul, y'all can beat this guy. Seriously. The guy's garbage.
a lot of people say that Tyson came out as the commentator said in a fury, and he clipped Jake, and Jake wrapped up.
No,
Well, clipped. I didn't say as in like hit him with a solid punch, but he clipped him. Jake felt the power. They clinched, and Jake whispered something in his ear.
True story. Because you know damn well, even Roy took all that bullshit about ringside.
Yes.
But when Roy fought Mike 2 years ago, Mike had that boy scared them and shook him up, and they agreed that the fight was he was gonna Roy out. Because you know damn well, Roy should have been comatose by Mike. Just like Jake Paul should have been comatose. Because that boy don't have no business being in the ring with nobody. Period.
I mean, you're Tyson's age.
He's 2 years older than me.
2 years? Okay. So close in age. I mean, age has to play a factor.
It don't, dog. For Jake Paul, it don't matter. He can't spell fight. The guy, he's not even an amateur.
So if we set up a fight between you and Jake Paul and
Man,
offered,
Jake, look.
and let me think, and you got, say what Tyson got, which was I think 20 million. No questions. Would you do it?
Minus the bullshit. You can't knock you out, please, and all that. Minus the bullshit. We can fight. We can fight a real fight. We'll fight. I'm knocking him out.
But if there's bullshit, you won't do it.
No, I ain't doing it.
Even for $20 million.
No, I'm not. See, look, that's my legacy. My legacy is now. Then I'm not my legacy for money. I worked hard for it. My legacy to be where it is. My legacy means the world to me. Just like my kids, my wife do. So I'm not doing that. No, we fight straight up with no bullshit on the side, behind the lines. Your ass mine.
Because Mike, at the end of the fight, when they did the interview, they said, they asked him, "Did you prove anything to anybody?" And Mike says, "I didn't need to prove anything to anybody. I just proved to myself something that I still got it." But when you look at the fight, it wasn't Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was known for the uppercut, the body shot.
Like when he fought Roy Jones. Remember how he fought Roy Jones?
Pulling punches.
Yeah, pulling punches. And that's the same thing he did before Jake Paul.
But see, why though? Why?
Because he's getting paid extra money, and Jake Paul wants to have his little celebrity thing and all that. Man, look, I'm sorry, but this thing, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, is a farce. I hate talking about it. I refuse to talk about it because it's not even a fight. It's bullshit. I know that was not the real Mike Tyson. We know that, and everybody knows Mike Tyson took a payoff. That's not this kid out.
Did you think at all when Mike walked out? I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't know if you watched the fight at all.
Wait,
did you think that Mike was going to go in there and actually knock this guy's head off?
Or because I heard before the fight that Jake Paul was going to knock Mike out. They had some kind of deal, some shit like that. So nah, this is bullshit.
So you knew what was going to happen.
I knew.
How many seconds did it take you to realize that, bro, this is bullshit?
As soon as he came in the ring.
Really?
When Mike came in the ring, when he fought Roy Jones, he was ready. He was ready. When he fought this dude right here, came in, tongue all halfway up and all that shit. Mouthpiece hand on his mouth. Man, what the shit is this, man? It's bullshit. But you know what? The Paul Boy, baby girl, whatever you want to call him, he did a good job. He finagled the country out of a bunch of money and a bullshit show. If you really, but look, tell you right now, J. Paul get the balls, get the courage, come see James Toney. That's what you gotta see. What's the best fight ever? That's me. Period. Come see me.
What?
But we ain't doing no bullshit. We do a straight up fight. Straight up fight. I promise you, we ain't get out the first round.
Jake, if you're watching this,
Jake,
we want to set up this fight.
Jake, you's a sissy. You ain't got no balls. You ain't got no heart. You ain't got no guts. But you know what it is? I said, it's still, my mouth has always been the same. I'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. Just pay my goddamn money. Let's go. Look, I don't fight for money. I fight for my spirit. I fight for myself, my legacy. My legacy means the world to me. I'm the best fighter, period.
You see a lot of fighters calling out Jake Paul, and I'm hoping it's not for the money with a lot of these fighters.
That's all it is.
Because I think, Canelo was another guy that they were talking about matching up with James Toney, but I'm not doing James Toney, but sorry, with Jake Paul. And you're thinking to yourself, you're like, Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul? Are you kidding me?
But the thing is, Canelo Alvarez, he ain't going for that shit.
No, he's not.
He gonna him up.
Of course.
He gonna him up before I do. Because Canelo, he don't care. He cares about his legacy. I give Canelo credit for that. He cares about his legacy. He's not gonna let this bullshit first go on. He gonna hurt Jake Paul. He gonna put Jake Paul in the hospital.
The only legitimate fighter I'd say he's actually fought, Jake Paul, would be Tony Fury.
He's not a fighter.
Tony Fury's not a fighter?
He can't spell fight either.
Really?
Man, he's garbage. He's from England. I mean, if you know me from old days, you know, always say this. If you're from England, you can't fight.
Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua.
Can't fight.
Really?
Man, I had high hopes for Anthony Joshua, but after Ruiz did him or something, after that, the mirrors came up. The truth was being told.
You don't think that was more of like a Tyson versus Buster Douglas type of fight, where Anthony Joshua maybe kind of underestimated him?
I knew Ruiz because I spot with him. He's one of my spot partners.
Really?
I said, this guy can fight. I told him, but he can fight.
But he was out of shape when he fought him.
I said, we spot me. We still fighting. He can fight. I had to put it on him. I had to. So I had to get it.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Gang. I'm telling you, this boxing game, man, Jay Paul is playing. He's playing Russian roulette. And one of these days, the bullet will be in the chamber. It might be me.
The one thing that concerns me most is these YouTube stars and all these actors coming in and tarnishing the boxing sport.
They're tarnishing boxing so bad, man. It's right now. Ray Robinson turning around, Ali turning around. They're turning over their graves right now. I can't believe how bad this sport is getting.
Because you look at all these guys that are fighters, actual fighters who have put sweat, blood, tears into this.
They're training hard every day.
The Triple G's, the Lomachenkos, all these guys. And all of a sudden, you got some guy who's been training for what, 6 years? Something like that?
No, 2 years.
Is it 2 years?
Yeah, getting big money fights.
And they're giving him a couple $100 million.
Yeah, because can you name a league in boxing? Like MMA, you got the UFC, right? You got smaller promotions, but UFC is basically like the NFL, the NBA, the MLB.
Yeah, but the UFC ain't paying fighters either. They ain't making no money. They everybody think, look, that's why I fought Randy Tour. I was the highest paid fighter in UFC.
In reality, you were the only legitimate champion boxer to step into MMA.
Yeah,
no other championship high caliber boxer has ever done what you did.
No, I made more money than Randy Couture.
Which was $1 million?
So let's go back in time a little bit to that. What made you jump into the MMA ring?
Because they called me out.
They called you out.
They called me out. And I told Dana, whoever you want, whoever you got, let's go.
Because the story was that you were showing up to promos and you were saying, "Hey Dana, I want one of your guys. Give me the best one you got."
No. They was talking about all you boxers, you know. But Dan White he's a boxer himself.
Yeah, he was a boxing promoter.
He was a boxing coach.
Coach, or he was a promoter as well.
Coach. He's in the gym in Boston. And how Fertitta was his friends. I like him in Vegas and became the UFC president. He full of shit.
Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White. But it is what it is. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. He did what he did. But he called me out and I called him out and we kept battering back towards each other, and then we made it happen.
But what made you go into MMA, James?
I'm making money.
So it was for the money.
I'm showing them that boxing is no more sport. But you know what? Before the fight, they did some bullshit and wouldn't try and pay me, and then my mind was lost.
Because the argument here was, especially with a lot of other podcasts, in fact, Joe Rogan as well. Joe Rogan says James did it for the money. He didn't care about anything else besides the money. He just went in there just for the money.
I trained for the fight. And if it was that, I would have willing to lay down, but I didn't lay down. I went in to try to fight, and then before the fight, they tried some bullshit, and then for the first time in my whole career, I got my game plan. I lost, and he beat me.
Did you think it was?
But while Joe Rogan was talking all that shit, we had a contract for an automatic rematch in the boxing ring for a month later. But what the motherfucker did, he retired after the fight. So that means I want to get my rematch in the boxing ring. So who was the bitch? Me or him? Him.
So
once again, he punks out.
So the contract was you fight Randy Couture in MMA.
Yep.
And the rematch would be Randy Couture come to the boxing ring.
Yes, sir.
And he retired.
And then he retired.
I think though, look, but if you look at, I mean, that's both of those scenarios are impossible.
Mm-hmm. How is it impossible?
Because I think even if you guys were in your prime, it's almost impossible for you to beat Randy Couture in his prime with you being in your prime in an octagon as much as it is for him to beat you in boxing in a boxing ring, because it's two completely different sports.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why.
But we had the contract for.
No, I understand the contract. Yeah, but what I'm saying is to expect a boxer at any level to step into an octagon, yeah, you've got a one-punch chance, but as far as he throws you down or anything, I mean, what are you going to do? And vice versa. If you're in the boxing ring, he has no chance of defending himself.
But you know what? He did what he had to do to protect his so-called legacy, which is nothing compared to mine. Regardless. He's good. He's good in MMA. He's great in MMA, but boxing, I'm the motherfucker. I'm the dude. I'm the guy.
But that didn't do anything to your legacy.
No.
Because what it did was it proved something, that a championship caliber fighter went into an octagon and said, hey, listen, I'm coming to your world and I'm willing to sacrifice my time, my training, my family, and fight you. Why don't you come into my world? And he basically, what you said, like himself, he p***ed out.
Yes, he did. 100%. Because we had a signed, sealed contract ready to go. That's the only reason why I did this shit. You know what it is? But you know, it is what it is. But here we are. Jay, I think I've had me on your show.
I think, MMA fighters should stick to MMA and boxers should stick to boxing.
Yeah,
because
it's two different sports.
Two different sports. At the end of the day, it's no different than almost trying to get a basketball player to, play hockey or a hockey player to. Just because you're athletic doesn't mean you're.
They're not Deion Sanders, bro. That's the difference.
Yeah, there's well.
You know what? Deion Sanders either. He's another guy. Hey, look.
You can't stand him either?
Oh, I love Deion.
I was about to say, bro. I was like,
but you know what? I play football. I box. Look, I can do both. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me ask you this, James. What was one of the toughest fights that you've ever been in?
Myself.
Why so?
Because when we coming down from 200 pounds every 3 months, that was a fight.
So why not fight at 185 if that's the case?
Because at first, like I said, everybody can want to tell me my first turn pro, that I was too small to be at that weight. So I said, how many pounds y'all want me to lose? keep going into it. We sell you to. But then when I got the 157, I'm like, man, that's enough.
That's what but that was in the beginning of your career.
Yeah.
But
and so as my career kept going, I kept on trying to win titles in every division I was in. That was the goal, and I did that. Then I finally won a heavyweight championship 4 times.
Any regrets in life?
I'm gonna say I totally regret that I didn't train for Roy Jones.
That's like a little. That's a wound in your.
It has a big wound to me because if I would have trained, y'all would never heard of him again. Y'all would never heard of him again. Never.
Really?
Tim Lewis, see what I did to him.
when's the last time you even talked to Roy Jones?
2 weeks ago.
2
Oh,
weeks
On
ago.
the phone.
Wow. What's the first word that comes to mind when you hear the name Roy Jones?
I'm a good dude. But before that, maybe a couple years ago, so chicken shit, motherfucking block, the regular bullshit. But now we cool. It's just he's I can tolerate it. It's good. We older now.
So
you're over that. You're over that. You're over that hump at this point.
Almost.
Would you do a fight with Roy again if they were to set something up?
No comment.
Come on, James.
I can't tell you nothing.
So that means you guys got a relationship going on right now. You guys are cool.
Do you guys?
It's good. It's good.
Right. Do you ever train together or no?
Nah. I'm dead. Oh.
What do you think
to myself?
Yeah. What do you think of? What do you think won, Triple G or Canelo?
Well, they fought twice.
I thought Triple G won
the first fight.
Yeah, he won that one. I thought he won, man. Canelo, he all right. I don't hate on him, but you know what? When you say trying to compare him to me, that's wrong. That's a total disgrace because he's not the fighter I am.
Well, the first fight was a draw.
Yeah.
And the second fight, Canelo won.
But see, the first fight, I know it was a draw, but Triple G won that. Sorry, it wasn't a draw.
Yeah, you're right.
Once again, Canelo got favoritism. It happened by Stamping to me or for Sam Peters.
Yeah.
It happened to me for Montel Griffin. So,
is it common in boxing with your experience where, for example, let's say there's a lot of money on the line, Vegas and all that, tens if not hundreds of millions on the line, where you're the favorite, so money's on you. But then they come to you and say, listen, we need you to...
I'll do it.
But you think it happens in professional boxing?
Probably.
Yeah.
Who do you think the greatest of all time is? Well, you said Sugar Ray Robinson. What about Floyd Mayweather?
No, not even close.
Are you serious?
Not even close.
Undefeated.
Come on, dog. Look. Have fight. Here we go. You know what? Have fight in that era.
Your era was different, but technically he did fight in your era. He was a 90s boxer as well.
Let me tell you something. He ain't fight the fighters that were around in the 90s. He didn't fight them. He waited till they all retired, got about the game, you know what I'm saying? And then he won the championships. He ain't fight Chavez. He wouldn't beat Chavez. He wouldn't beat
he knocked out Ricky Hatton.
He wouldn't.
Ricky Hatton? Okay, the British fighter. All right, you're right. You're with the British fighters.
Why don't you like British fighters?
What's wrong with you?
They are garbage. They suck.
Really?
Yes.
Because look, he fought a prime Ricky Hatton.
Terrible.
Pacquiao. He beat Pacquiao. And then he beat Canelo as well.
He beat Canelo. I give him that. But I said he's not. Come on, if you say he's in the league, Alyssa Will, Roberto Duran, Sammy Serrano,
Zab Judo. In fact, the Zab Judo fight, the brawl took place at the fight as well. Were you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was historic as well.
Then look, the era of the 70s and 80s and 90s, Floyd will last.
You think so?
I know so.
Even with this defensive fighting.
His father got fucked up.
But it's
man, get the out of here. Shit.
Because the argument with Floyd Mayweather is, and then he says this to everybody. He goes, "Who's beating me?" And
So what?
and the argument is nobody. Nobody's beating him.
Ain't nobody beating him, but if you look on paper, he had been beaten by Castillo. First time, but he had the rematch. Remember?
Oh, as far as non-professional fighting, like before as an amateur fighter.
No, as a pro fighter, he did lose that fight.
Which fight?
Castillo went for Castillo.
Really?
The first one. Man, come on, dog. But they gave it to him. But they gave it to him. Hey, there were a lot of fights I won, but I lost. The same period.
The argument
I lost
with
because you know why? I didn't kiss ass. Floyd's ass kisser.
The argument with Floyd Mayweather is a lot of people say that he's been favorited by the referees and the judges as well. I think it was whose fight was it? I think it was the Victor Ortiz fight, right?
Yeah, I mean, punched him at the bell.
Where the referee kind of stepped in as well. Or there was another fighter as well where I forgot who it was. Do you guys remember the fight where there was like a low blow or a headbutt, and then the ref stopped the fight, they pulled him apart, and then when he went in for like a handshake as a sorry, he sucker punched him. Oh my God, who was that fight? I forgot who it was, but that was a Victor Ortiz one, right? There you go. So there's that one as well.
It is.
One word of advice to the boxers nowadays. What would your advice be on a boxing scale to them?
I will say stay focused at all times, no matter what. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't let nobody deter you from nothing. Hey, just keep going. Train hard, work hard, and everything will come to you.
And as far as your legacy, because you mentioned it multiple times.
My legacy means the world to me.
There you go.
I mean, my legacy is cemented in history. I am one of the greatest fighters of all time, period.
And to Jake Paul?
He's a bitch. And everybody, check it out. Tune into WiseNuts. If you don't, I'm going to bust your ass real good. I promise you. Turn to my guys, WiseNuts. You know what I'm saying? And then turn over to Punchline Pros, which is my show. You feel me? Holla at your boy, D Block for life. Bow!
James.
Yeah.
One last question.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of Oscar De La Hoya cross-dressing?
Oh my goodness, I heard about that, man. Back in the day, oh my God, this dude was something else. But it is what it is. Hey, I'm sorry. And I feel sorry for him because he took a lot of backlash for that. But you know what? Yo, watch what you drink.
James, thank you so much for taking time out of your Monday to be with us.
WiseNuts, we're in the house, baby. We coming back for you, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for Lights Out, baby, all day, every day. WiseNuts. Wow.
Bro, we hope to have you back in the future, man. We appreciate it, brother.
Whenever you want me back, I'm back, pimp.
Let's do it,
for real.
Guys, today's episode will be up and running on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on all major platforms mañana. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys all next week.
Great ones.